What is the problem with dreaming too vividly? Okay, some people, when I tell them that I can dream super vividly and I can to a T tell them the details of like what the people in the dream were wearing, what I was wearing, what I said, what they said, the temperature outside. Like, when you can tell somebody to a T, my glasses are refracting the light, so we're just not gonna wear my glasses. I'm just gonna be blind. Um, when I tell people my dreams are that vivid, their first initial reaction is, that is so cool. That's like a superpower. In my opinion, it is one of the greatest downfalls to my psyche. And I'm going to explain to you why. Because let's start off with number one. The biggest reason why it is not a flex and it's actually a hindrance is because you'll wake up from a vivid dream and literally be like confused about what's real and what's not. That is scary. When you wake up and you're like, this could be a dream again, or this could be reality, you don't know how to act, okay? It's weird. It's very disillusioning. It's just strange. You don't feel, it's like a fever dream. You know when you see something, like a piece of media, and you're like you get this weird feeling of like, oh my god, I know what that is, or blah, blah, blah. Imagine having that feeling all day because you had a dream and you're still trying to figure out what's happening. Like, what is happening? I remember growing up, my mom used to say that she could tell when I was, like, just asleep because I'd have this face on of, like, I just had a really crazy dream. Like, I would wake up and just look like that, like, I would just wake up and literally just be like, where am I? But the other thing is, like, for people like me who have a lot of things that have happened to them in my youth that caused maybe some depression, maybe some trauma, just a little bit. Those dreams are 10 times worse than what I survived, okay? I have the craziest dreams. I'll have serial killers chasing me. I'll have family members trying to hurt me. I'll have me trying to hurt me. Like, these dreams are wild, okay? And let's say they're not even bad dreams. Let's say they're good dreams. Let's say they're not a nightmare. Let's say they're a good dream. Here's an example. Last night, because I remember my dreams every night, most of the time. Last night I had a dream that me and my partner were expecting our first kid. And I was like 6 months pregnant or something. We were going to find out the gender of our baby. Very exciting stuff. And we were at my mom's house in her backyard. She set it up to be like a little gender reveal, cutesy little thing in the backyard. And my fat ass, my mom made it a fucking gender reveal with cupcakes. Like, you bite into a certain cupcake and it'll have a color inside. My fat ass was so excited to eat all those goddamn cupcakes. I was 6 months pregnant. I was like, I'm eating every single one of those motherfucking cupcakes. You don't have to worry about that. So, and it was just like, I remember in the dream, I turned to my boyfriend and I was like, oh my god, this is so great. This is so nice. Like, we're having such a nice time. We're gonna find out the gender of our kid. Like, this is great with family. I woke up. I immediately started crying, because I wasn't even crying because it was such a good dream. I was crying because, like, at this point in my life, that's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen. Like, I'm just in this weird spot right now, like, personally with my family, so that's not gonna happen. Like, if I was pregnant 6 months right now, we're not having a backyard gender reveal party right now. We're just not. Like, so yeah, I cried because dreams can show you a window into a life you could have had, or want to have, or don't want to have. And that confrontation of your psyche is exhausting. A lot of people go their whole lives without ever having to see that side of their psyche. I see that side of my psyche every night when I close my eyes and go to sleep. So I actually am on medication because my nightmares used to get so bad. My nightmares used to get to the point where I would wake up in like drenched in sweat, where I was screaming, where I was fighting in my sleep because I was having like night terror syndrome or something like that. And so I have medication I take to dumb down those nightmares. And you would think that would solve all the problems, but then I have dreams like I had last night, and it's super sweet, super happy. And I wake up and I'm like, that's not the reality. I wake up and I'm like, that's not actually my life. So dreams can be a superpower when they're good. It's like, oh, that was kind of cool. But it's like you also have to take it in stride because when you have like stuff in my head that I do, dreams can be your quite literally worst nightmare. It can be horrible because you wake up and you're just like, why do I not have these things? What am I doing wrong? What is my brain trying to tell me? Like, is there something that I'm not doing correctly that my brain is trying to tell me subconsciously and I'm not catching on? You don't know. It could be just a wild, random dream. Like, I could have seen something for Harry Potter, and my dream would be Harry Potter, and that's it. Like, okay, I get that. I saw one little piece of media of Harry Potter, and now I'm dreaming Harry Potter. That makes sense. But when it's those deep dreams, like, I remember this one time I had this dream where I was standing in my mom's garage, like, her driveway, and I was trying to figure out who to call because I was having an emergency, and I couldn't figure out who to call. Except my boyfriend, obviously. But then that was when I was trying to figure out, like, who do I trust in an emergency to come and clutch? I don't have anyone but my boyfriend to trust. I don't trust, like, at that point in my life, in my dream, I didn't trust my family to come and clutch. So what does that tell you when you wake up? Why am I feeling like I can't call my family for an emergency? Why? So of course that's gonna linger in your head and you're gonna think about it all day, like, what the hell does that mean? Like, is it just a nightmare or is that poking at something true? Like, I will say like 85 to 88% of the time, my dreams are trying to tell me something that I'm not dealing with in my waking life. Like last night, I had a dream I had a kid. I was actually actively thinking yesterday, I wonder if I'll ever have kids because they're so expensive and they're a lot of work. Do I have what it takes to have a kid ever? And of course I want a kid. Like, I love kids. Like, the idea of having something to take care of, the idea of knowing that I could be giving something to someone and they will grow up happy because of it. That feels like a great idea. But they are so expensive, they are so draining, they require 100% of your best effort, sometimes 110, and you can't be selfish. You cannot make excuses to your lack of parenting. You cannot excuse your bad behavior anymore. Like, when you're by yourself or you're single, you can excuse your bad actions all the time because no one is around to confront you with your bad actions. A child, on the other hand, they're witnessing everything 24/7, picking up on every cue, picking up on everything you say, everything you do, and they're gonna reflect that back to you. So you're gonna be faced with your own demons. So if you're not ready to confront that, parenting, I feel like, can be very, 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 very hard. And I know it's hard, period. You could read every book on the planet about parenting. You could watch every video about parenting. You could go to therapy for familial things and try to work it out. It's still gonna be hard. What I'm trying to say is you can still prepare yourself and know these things are going to happen before they happen. So yeah, like, that dream obviously was trying to tell me I worry about that. Big surprise. But so I have dreams like that. I have great dreams and I have horrid, raunchy, terrible dreams. Okay, dreams that don't belong in anyone's mind. They only belong in the deepest recesses, locked away in some dungeon in hell. Like, I don't know. This is the problem, is I watch so many horror films. If you look up there, there's my Jason Voorhees collection right there. I'm setting myself up for failure watching all these damn horror films. Going to sleep. Help that I love horror films. They're funny, okay? They crack me up. Nothing tickles me great except a horrible terrible scary movie. Something that is so poorly written, so bad, it just makes me laugh. But then there's jump scares, and those pop up in my dreams. I love the idea of a bad scary movie, but I also love the idea of a scary movie that makes me go, interesting. I love a good psychological thriller, but of course, I also love a good slasher. That's why Jason's there. He's like the OG. That's like my man. That's the guy that got me relatively into slasher horrors. So I know we got Freddy and Michael Myers and Chucky, but I'm sorry, Jason's just my boy. What can I say? Anyway, but yeah, dreams can be crazy, okay? So I don't feel like it's a gift for me. Like, it is and it isn't. I've drawn, because I'm an artist, I've drawn some really crazy things based on my dreams that have turned into really cool pieces. I'm not gonna lie. But the psychological warfare it takes on my brain, I don't know if it's worth it. I don't know. So, do you guys have crazy dreams? What's the craziest dream that you've had? Do you wish you could stop dreaming, or do you wish you dreamed more? And why? I would love to know, because that dream last night had me messed up. I can't believe I haven't had a dream that I woke up and cried to in a minute, so I just wanted to rant about it for a little bit. But yeah, I hope everybody's having a great day, and I hope you sleep well tonight and don't have those raunchy, horrible nightmares. Anyway, have a great day.